Hello and welcome back. I'm Ashton Glassell and I will be your anchor for tonight. Today we will be looking at some of the more unique bills that have come up and caught the attention of the delegates of YIG. We now go over to Harsh, who will be interviewing the writers of these bills.
Hello, my name is Harsh Patel, and I'm here with Sudeep and Davis, which have a bill that has been randomly selected. And would you guys like to elaborate on what exactly your guys' bill is?
So our bill builds a road between I-24 and I-24 around Chattanooga, where it otherwise would go into Georgia. So ideally what we want is for Tennesseans going to Chattanooga to not have to go through Georgia, thus simplifying the transportation within Tennessee.
Is there anything else you would like to add to that, Sudeep?
Yeah, sure. So the primary warrant for this bill is oftentimes whether you're transporting guns or goods, etc. If I simply told you that like 50%, or if I simply told you that you couldn't take guns across borders, which you can, most people would probably believe me. And what that means is essentially there's so much thought that has to go through when you sort of transport goods on a large scale or like weapons into a different state, and we simply mitigate that by just letting you stay in the state of Tennessee when going to Chattanooga.
Lastly, what do you guys have to say to the people that think this is a joke bill?
Well, I mean, Tennessee nationalism or statism is extremely important. And, I think we should all acknowledge that Tennessee is a fantastic state. So really, this bill intends to create jobs within Tennessee. It has little environmental impact because we're considering these things like an underpass or a mechanical projection device for these fauna. So really, we're just trying to focus on making Tennessee the best state it can be. And that's no joke.
Thank you for your guys' time, and this is all we have. Hey, so I'm here with Emma and Julia, and which have a pretty interesting bill. Which one of you guys would like to elaborate on?
I'll explain it. So our bill is to not allow the state of Tennessee to allow students to take standardized tests such as the ACT or SAT unless they comply with new regulations to let students have the option to use number 2 mechanical pencils on their standardized tests.
Secondly, what led you guys to choose this as your bill?
Yeah, I just feel really strongly about this bill because I have to take the ACT and SAT and the PSAT and the PACT. It's the scores on those are going to determine the college we get into, how much scholarship we get, how much funding our school districts get. And basically, it all comes down to confidence, I think. I feel a lot better if I have, like, my writing utensil that I use because, I don't know, I just feel better. And I do not feel comfortable with just, like, the regular number 2 pencils because in our school, we just don't use them. The new technology is the mechanical pencil. So why can't we be using that on our standardized test that determines so much of our future?
Lastly, what do you guys have to say for the people that think this is a joke bill?
For the people that think this is a joke bill, I would just want to say that I feel really, really strongly about this. This is my pencil, and I'm serious about using mechanical pencils. I use it on every single test I take at school, on my writing prompts, essays, etc. And I think that I would feel way more confident if I were to take standardized tests with these pencils as well, because they determine so much of my future, and I would feel confident if I was in my comfortable environment.
All right. Thank you, Emma and Julia, and we'll hope that your guys' bill pass. Hey, I'm here with Jack and Jacob, who have a pretty interesting bill, and they're from Blue Senate. Could one of you guys elaborate on what your bill is?
Our bill is we're going to make chess pie the state pie for the state of Tennessee.
Could you answer what made you guys lead to pick this as your bill?
Chess pie is not a state pie in any other state, and we want to be original with this famous southern dish to make it the state pie of Tennessee.
Lastly, what do you guys have to say for the people that think this is a joke bill?
Got it. Chess pie is just a very loved southern dish in this part of the United States, and considering it's not a state pie in any other state, I think we should make it Tennessee's very own and be an original and be the volunteer state that we are and have chess pie as our state pie.
Thank you for your guys' time, and we'll hope that your bill pass.
Many people do not know how much work and fun goes into being a lobbyist. For our next segment, we will be asking lobbyists what they do and how it impacts YIG. Coming up.
Hey guys, I'm Dahlia Barton and I'm here with
Sitara
and Alex. And they're both lobbyists here at YIG this year, and I have a couple of questions to ask them about what their job consists of. So the first question we're going to let Alex tackle, and it is, how do you prepare for youth in government?
Initially, we get an assignment that is to outline different problems facing our state that have to do with our component. So I'm an environmental lobbyist, so I talked about things like trying to increase public transportation in order to have a more environmentally friendly way of getting around Nashville, and I talked about recycling initiatives and excise taxes and whatnot.
That's awesome. All right. What does your job consist of, and what does the daily job of a lobbyist look like?
Well, as part of a lobbyist, we try to influence the say in the Senate or the House. And basically what we do is we evaluate bills, and while we're evaluating bills, we go through figuring out which one supports our theme or position. And as part of what we do is we're separated into firms, and firms including public safety, environmental, and civil liberties, and so on. And with this, we figure out exactly what we're trying to encourage Tennessee to do in each of these fields and what direction we're going to. And so basically, as we try to influence the say in the field, basically we end up just writing intense speeches and recruiting speakers and influencing them and educating them on specific issues in Tennessee.
That's awesome. All right. What bills are you in support of, and why do you think they will be effective?
One of the main bills that the environmental lobbyists are supporting is a bill to help riparian sites in Tennessee, which is pretty much just like water runoff comes from. And it's a way to create pipelines to kind of make sure that our water is more purified. And we think this is very helpful to Tennessee to just make sure that we have a good quality of water, but also that when we are supporting our life in our society, that we are doing it in an environmentally friendly way. We're also trying to support bills that help to promote recycling and just increase general knowledge about environmental consciousness in our state.
That's great. All right. What is the best and worst experience as a lobbyist?
As a lobbyist, I don't think I've had a worst experience. Everyone that are lobbyists are all supportive, and we all discuss bills, and we're just having a blast while doing so, because it's a really different view of going through the conference. And I've been at YIGs for several years, and I've always been in the House or the Senate, but looking at it this perspective, it's really nice just understanding the bills more than having very little time to prepare and understand these bills. And then when we're trying to debate about it, how do you debate about it if you barely know the subject or don't understand the definitions and everything about that bill? And I like the fact that we're getting deeper into the YIG experience.
That's a great answer. All right, so do you have any advice to future lobbyists?
I would say just really know your topic. Make sure you look over the bills before you come to conference, just so that you know what you're trying to do. It really helps expedite the process, so that when somebody says, oh, there's a bill on bee pesticides, you can be like, oh yes, I read that one, and this is what I thought. You don't have to find it, you don't have to read it, you don't have to research it after the fact, and because of that, you get to have more of an influence in more legislation and more bills.
That's a good answer. All right, what is the most interesting part of being a lobbyist?
Interesting part. As far as interesting part, I feel like I already covered that information, honestly. But the most interesting part is, I think, seeing that when you do make speeches and you do recruit speakers, how your speakers and whatever you do to influence the say actually plays out. It's really cool to see how much an outside source can make a difference on the passing and failure of bills.
All right, well, thank you guys so much. Those were some great answers. If you guys want to consider being a lobbyist next year, be sure to talk to either of these lovely ladies if you have any questions. Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Harsh, and today I'm here with
Joey.
And Isha.
We're both from Brentwood, and Joey just so happens to be the head lobbyist. So Joey, what does it feel like to be a head lobbyist?
I would say it's definitely a ton of fun. The lobbyists for this conference are really, really cool, and it's really fun to kind of tell them what to do, because it's a nice little ego boost. I like being in charge. So, what can I say?
So, Isha, I must ask, how is it being controlled by Joey over here?
That's awful.
Oh.
He's never in the room. He always hits us with inflatable hammers. He's just an awful head lobbyist.
Have you guys fined him yet?
Oh, we should do that.
I mean, only I can find you guys. So. Again, that's why it's really nice to be in control.
Well, we do give him $5 and he gives us piggyback rides. So that's fun.
Okay. Where's the $5 going, buddy?
I mean, you know, it's,
To the people.
To the people.
Yeah,
To the people, guys.
Yeah, I'm
And
a people
so-
person, people pleaser. What can I say?
Lastly, I have a riddle for you guys. What gets wetter as it dries?
Well, what do you think?
I don't know, Joe. You're the head lobbyist.
I know, but I'm supposed to tell you what to do. So
But
figure out the
if I need help, I ask you.
All right, you can count down faster.
3, 2, 1. It's a towel, guys. You both failed.
Wait, I was actually gonna get. Okay, well, haha, man, that's funny. Oh, that's okay, yeah.
And that's it for our interview.
After a day of debating, the delegates are going to be hungry. Where's some of the good places to eat around Nashville? We now go to ask the delegates where they ate and what they thought of it.
Okay, so I ate at Davis's last night, and it was a pretty close walk from the church. It didn't take us that long to get there. It was uphill, but it wasn't that bad if you weren't wearing heels. The wait was pretty long for it, but once we sat down, we were almost immediately asked what drinks we wanted. They came out very quickly. They made sure to take any orders quickly, and almost everyone was ready to order by the time they were asking about appetizers, and we got our food very quickly. And though it was a long wait, we were able to eat and make it almost on time to our place. And I got steak and baked potato, and it was better than I was expecting considering how long it took to wait and how quick the service was. I wasn't expecting it to be that great, but it was pretty good. So
last night I went to Rippy's Ribs. It was pretty good. I ordered the cheeseburger and it was all right. Go there if you want. It's not like the best place in Nashville or anything. It's also not the worst. So yeah, check it out if you're curious.
Hi, I'm Georgia. Hi, I'm Sam. And we're from Smyrna High School. We ate at the Mexican restaurant in the arcade. La Playa. I got 2 soft beef tacos with guacamole.
I got the veggie fajitas, and it's really good because they actually have vegetarian options, me being vegetarian, so
Beef tacos were good.
would y'all recommend it?
Yes, I would recommend it. It was pretty good. It's not like the Mexican restaurants that are in Smyrna.
Our YIG program would not be possible without the help of Susan and Elise. Coming up is an exclusive interview with them and what role they have to play in the conference.
I'm Chastity Chambers from Smyrna High School, and I'm here with the 2 directors of YIG. Would you all like to introduce yourself?
I'm Susan Moriarty. I'm the executive director. And I'm Elise Duggar. I'm the associate director.
We're going to ask them some questions today just to get to know them a little better and how YIG works. So first question is, how long have y'all been with YIG?
Susan, you want to go first? I first started as a volunteer almost 30 years ago.
Okay.
And I started as a middle schooler in 98, 99, and went through all of high school as a delegate, and then 5 years ago took the job as associate director.
Okay. What inspired, oh my gosh, okay. What inspired you to be a part of civic engagement?
Actually, it was when I was volunteering and I had an opportunity to sit in the House chambers and listen to the students, and I just was so excited to hear what they were debating, so I just said I wanted to be part of it.
When I was younger, I joined the program because I was really excited about debate and public speaking, and then when I moved back to Nashville and the position was open, I thought it would be a dream job to do. Really, it's the most fun job in the entire world.
What is your favorite, wait, poor Annie's gonna have to edit this so much. Which is your favorite, Model UN or Youth in Government?
It's a hard question because Model UN is easier. There's a lot less moving parts than the YIG.
but I like the subject matter and the intensity of YIG a lot.
And the fact that we're at the Capitol is
that's
just very exciting to be here in the actual chambers where the people do this business of the state.
Do you have any family connections with YIG? Any family members in a part of the program?
I do. My nephew is youth governor. My niece is participating, and I actually became involved because I was volunteering with my younger sister's school.
My little brother did YIG one time when I forced him to, and that's my only family connection.
What is the most impactful part of YIG?
I think that it's meeting people from across the state of different backgrounds and different life experiences and learning how to talk to those people and to make friends for a lifetime that you might not have otherwise met.
And I think it's when students come with one idea and then they listen to other people and then they realize, wait, there's something else I need to think about, and so they have another idea. And that to me is very important.
What improvements would you like to make to the program in coming years?
We have lots of ideas. We have
ideas all the time.
Yes. Well, just this year was the first year we added a third conference, so that's been huge for this to have 3 high school conferences, and also we're trying. One of our goals is to grow the middle school program. So we do regional middle school programs. So we're in Dyer County and Chattanooga, and we'd like to move into Knoxville and the Tri-Cities.
Okay. Right answer. Good job, Susan.
We kind of answered too.
Speaking of middle school, what are some of the differences between middle school and high school youth government?
The main difference is that middle school is just a one-day conference, and we don't have the extra components. There's just House and Senate. But in terms of how debate flows, we follow the same format for debate, the same rules of procedure, and the same motions. So they learn how to be good high school delegates at their middle school conference.
And we don't have
Go ahead.
We don't have officers at the middle school conferences, but the high school students come, and they are the students who chair, which is really fun because then they get to, it just is the perfect example of servant leadership. They come and they're teaching the middle schoolers how the program should be, and that's why I think the program's so successful, because we have so many middle schoolers who were taught by great high school schoolers.
When I cared for middle school Model UN, I loved it so much. Like, I'm excited for next year. I know, I saw them and I was like, approaches. Can you explain to everybody a day in the life of a YIG director?
There isn't really a typical day in the life. It depends on the season, but we're always busy all year round. There's always something that's about to happen that we're planning.
I think one of the biggest misconceptions is people think, oh, you did a conference, so you're done. But we literally have conferences every month of the year, with the exception of December and August. And other than that, and in August is when we're doing our advisor meetings and making sure, we're ready for the conferences. So with doing 18 conferences a year, we're constantly trying to improve it and make it better for the students and for the advisors. So we, a typical day, our office is very small, but we like it that way. Sometimes we will be blaring Disney music and
other times it's Hamilton.
Yeah.
And
so, but to have a really small office, we're together a lot. We kind of share each other's brains.
And finally, to close everything off, what is one of your favorite or funniest YIG moments?
I was thinking about that after the end of the TriStar conference, and by far one of my favorite ones is when they finally do the final adjourn, when they adjourn on Sunday, and they say, all those in favor, and most people say nay because they'd rather not leave, and that's always something that I just love watching.
Man, I just love every bit of YIG. It's hard for me to pick a favorite moment, but every moment that I get to see one of our officers or one of our students like really truly engaged and involved in whatever is happening in that moment. It's a special, like, you know, make my heart smile moment, because we're here for you guys and we want everyone here to have a wonderful experience. So those are always the best moments for me.
And we love watching you guys, especially the press, because I shouldn't say especially the press, but you know, a lot of programs don't have the press component, and that's such an important part of not just government, but of this program, because nobody would really know what's going on in all the components. So to see, you know, people decide they want to be producers or editors and whatnot is also fun to watch.
Thank you, and thank you all for answering these questions.
On a less serious note, here are some pairs of lawyers debating some more trivial matters. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Dahlia Barton, and I'm here with two novice lawyers, Kaya and Jessica, and they're here to do a 1-minute quick debate about cats versus dogs. All right, on my left, I have Team Dogs, and on my right, I have Team Cats. We're going to kick it off with Team Dogs. You guys are each going to have about a minute to discuss your main points, and then you guys can decide who the winner is. Go on.
Well, I'll go ahead and start. I think the relationship between the owner and the dog is more of a give and take, whereas a cat is so much more independent that it's not as beneficial to the owner in most perspectives. Whereas a dog, you can take it, you can do sports with it, walk, go out of the house, and overall, I think a dog has more benefits to the relationship.
Well, to rebut that, I definitely think that the reason you don't like cats is the reason that they're so great. They're lower maintenance. You don't have to give them so much attention. You don't have to let them go in and outside every 20 minutes. You know, you don't have to pet them constantly. You don't have to make them roll over or play with them. They roam on their own, and they come and sleep with you at night, and they're very soft. And they're not as aggressive or as loud as dogs. So if you live in, you know, like a small apartment, it's so much better to have cats because your neighbors won't complain about your huge dog, like, barking up a storm at 3 in the morning when they're trying to get sleep. So I just think cats are better.
All right, well, that was a great debate, ladies. Obviously, they're both very well skilled in argumentation, so you're welcome to come in and catch the courts in actual argument, and good luck with your actual debate, ladies. Thank you. Hi there, I'm Dahlia Barton, and I'm here with two novice lawyers, Stella and Abby. They're going to be debating a very serious topic today, morning people versus night people. You guys are both going to have about a minute to talk about your points, and we will start it off with night people. Go ahead.
I like staying up in the night because you can just have quiet time that you wouldn't normally have with yourself.
Is that all?
Just going back and forth.
We are?
Yes, I assume so.
Well, I prefer the morning because it's very refreshing when you wake up and there's like just gentle lights and you can open up your windows and you can hear the birds chirping. It's very peaceful, and it helps for me to have an organized mind to be able to do the work that I would like to do.
Yes, and for me, with nighttime, I like having time to myself, and that's something I wouldn't normally get during the day because I live in a house full of people, and they're annoying.
I thought you lived in a house full of cats.
No, unfortunately.
All right, well, thank you ladies both so much, and good luck in your arguments.
Thanks, we'll need it.
Hi, I'm Dahlia Barton, and I'm here with Mohammed and Kaden. They're both lawyers, and they're here to argue about their favorite dessert foods, cookie versus cheesecake. So we'll start it out with cookie. You have about a minute to debate.
Well, I think cookies are the best dessert because they're crunchy and you can get all the satisfaction you want from it, rather than from cheesecake, which is cheese and it's just not a dessert. When you think of dessert, you think of chocolates and gingerbread cookies and all its sweets, and cheesecake is just not the right kind of sweet.
Alright, well see, with cheesecake comes a status symbol. When you walk in Cheesecake Factory and start munching on some cheesecake, you feel rich, you feel good, you feel like you feel in a suit. Except better, because you have your taste buds are tingling, you can put a strawberry on there, you might marinate it with some chocolate, you get the nice bread at the bottom to satisfy your needs of whole grain. All in all, it's just really good and satisfies your stomach. It's like having a meal.
All right, thank you to Kaden and Mohammed. And which one do you guys think won? Let us know. And good luck in your guys' actual argument.
Advisors also play a vital role in the YIG conference. Now we have some advisors and volunteers from different schools having their best attempt at solving riddles.
Hey guys, I'm Dahlia and I'm here with an advisor and we're going to ask him a riddle. Can you introduce yourself, please?
I'm Baker Ring from Gallatin High School.
All right, well, it's nice to meet you. Okay, so the riddle is, what is brown, has a head and a tail, but does not have any legs?
Brown, head and tail, and no legs. I don't know. What's brown with a head and a tail and no legs?
A penny. Thank you so much for playing.
Okay.
All right, catch you guys next time. Hey guys, I'm Dahlia and I'm here with another advisor to answer a riddle. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Miss Roloff from West High School.
All right, well, it's great to meet you, Miss Roloff. Okay, so the riddle that we have for you today is, the more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I?
The more you take, the more you leave behind.
It's tricky, huh? Footsteps. All right, well, thank you for playing. Hi, guys. I'm Dahlia Barton, and I'm here with another advisor to ask her a riddle. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Faith Shonick from Westminster Academy in Memphis.
Well, nice to meet you. All right, so the riddle that we have today is, David's father has 3 sons, Snap, Crackle, and...
Pop?
Nope, that's not the right answer.
Snap?
Think about it.
David's father has 3 sons. David's father has 3 sons. Hang on, give me a minute. David.
Yes, that's the correct answer. Good job. Thank you so much for participating.
Thanks.
Hi, guys. I'm Dahlia Barton, and I'm here with another advisor to ask her a riddle. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Paula Franklin from West High School.
All right, well, nice to meet you, Miss Franklin. Okay, so the riddle that I have for you today is, what can travel all around the world and fit in a corner?
This is literally the same riddle that I have because it's a stamp.
Are you serious?
Yes. We're the same.
That's insane.
That was adorable. Everyone knows
That
it.
was actually a precious moment.
Thanks for joining us for another broadcast. Stay tuned for more news and content about youth and government. Have a good night.